Hello, everybody, Loter for Life here, bringing us a brand new video, and I'm sorry if it's a bit shaky, but I have tried recording this with the freaking stand, and it is a pain in the butt. So, here I am, recording it with my hand. This is my most recent up-to-date collection, okay? I haven't done a collection update in a long while, and I thought I would go ahead and do one now. Especially as I'm getting ready to sell off a few cards. I kind of want to just take this as a moment to kind of memorize, I don't know how like, commemorate my collection, because I've built this collection up over years, and this semester is hitting me kind of hard, so I've already sold my Zerium armor, and might be selling some other cards out of it, but I just want to make this video to kind of just show off one last time. So let's get on with it. This is Low-Tier for Life's collection as of February 25th, 2019. First and foremost, my front page. These are some of my, I've arranged this to be kind of just like, yeah, this is cool looking, at least. First up, I got each of the 4 generals here. I remember when I first saw these guys, and it was my first time seeing the legendary text. That blew my mind. I was like, whoa, what's that? And this is actually the first general I saw, and likewise the first legendary card I saw. Bear of Beyond, Underworld General. Honestly, a pretty good card. So is Grand Kai, Mepedian General. Gorom's garbage, but they're all beat by Tang of Tobar and Overworld General. He's just so good having Defender, and really honestly just that right there. I apologize if I cough. I am still sick, annoyingly, and it is getting annoying. I am so tired of being sick. So, yeah. Good old Tang of Tobarn's the best of the best, but I love all 4. Even Gorom. His design's cool, at least, even if he is garbage. Then we got the Chaotic Now or Never card that I believe it was Connor who sent it to me, Codemaster Connor. Thank you so much for this. If I remember right, it was him. This is the only one that I actually do have. This is the Now or Never card that would eventually become good old Bear of Beyond. I do still, of course, have the deck. It's in a safe lockbox. I still debating on what I'm going to do with the structure deck that one of you guys sent me. Which, by the way, I have my P.O. box down below. If you guys want to send any fan mail, I'll open it up on the channel. Then I have the Magician's Arch here. If you guys didn't know, if you basically, I think if you got one of these, you would get like the first like 3 sets. Like 1 card for for each of the 3 sets or something like that. I can't remember exactly if that was it. And then there was like some big special thing if like enough of them were like input or something. I'm not entirely for sure. Down here we got 2 very special pieces of my collection. A Chaos and I believe it's Iron Pillar. What makes these so special is that they're unfinished cards and they're French. French. I don't even see freaking regular non-English cards that often, and these are not only French but they're unfinished. I actually got these 2 in a Maxor in a auction that nobody bid on other than me, and I got all 3 for like $10, and then I traded the Maxor to somebody a while back. I kind of regret it because I kind of wanted to keep them, but oh well. He gave me something pretty cool for it. I can't remember. I'm probably definitely going to keep the Chaos. Iron Pillar, I don't really care about, but Chaos is my man. So then over here we got Arctis Heptad Squire, the hardest to get of the Fire and Stone promos, I believe. I don't even know how you got this card. Like, in all honesty, I bought it, or no, I traded for it if I remember right. But I don't even know how the card was released, because to my knowledge you can't pull it. I think it was maybe like a tournament promo or something. Seems like something TCG Digital would do, but I digress. Pretty decent card, not the worst thing in the world, but honestly you're better off just sticking a freaking what's it called? Elementalist pauldrons on him, so he always has all the elements of your guys, instead of just relying on having your guys near him. I love his design, though. I hope that he gets a good retrain in the future. And then we got the bane of my existence, Yakis Spooker. Well, one of them. For those who follow my main channel and might remember from back in the day, I bought a copious amounts of Turn of the Tide to try and pull my favorite card in existence, and I failed miserably, but I did pull 2 Yakis Spookers. I ended up trading one away, and then I got a second one from Norval Steven sometime later. He's not a bad card at all. He has invisibility, which is cool and all, but, like, honestly, like, there's better options. I actually do not have the original Yakis, and I don't think I ever want to have him. Then we got Ursanog. He's kind of cool. All Art of Fear Valley. Nebris. Really fun story about him. Like, 16 different artists worked on it, and they couldn't fit the names of them all. That's why the artist, I think it's, where is it? Ah, here it is. If you look on it, if you have Nebris, and I know my, there we go, art by Ed's Friends. There were so many artists who worked on it, like, everybody worked on a different character. So they couldn't fit all their names on it, so they just put, oh, Ed's Friends. That works. God, this cough. Driving me nuts. Then we got Up, he's cool. No effect. Just kind of looks like a wild man. And then we got Imuk, same thing. Fasquin, I really hope that one of these days he gets a retrain. It's really good, because he's Garbo, but I love his design, and I love his flavor text about stealing something from Omar, the Muja Blade, which just sounds so cool. Then we got Cataclysm, pretty cool looking card. Not the best thing in the world. There's better 3-drops for Elementalist decks, but it does look really cool. Then we got Bidois, one of my wonderful Fire and Stone promos. He's only really here because right next door is the Overworlders. So first up, we got good old Maxor, Protector of Param. Probably one of my pride and joys in terms of the Overworld collection. Then we got the original Maxor. Pretty cool. I don't know what else to say. Then we got my actual pride and joy of my Overworld collection, Heptad Hawaiian version. This is actually one of the cards I sold recently, but the guy has not paid for it, so I guess I'm going to get to keep it. I digress. Well, he's still got one more day before I'm just going to cancel it or ask eBay to yell at him. I don't know. Then we got the good old waifu interests. I'm sure she made some people furries. Really cool card overall. Much better than the original version of interests. Then we got Nadrin, Fluidmorphous Foe. Arguably the best version of him. Just because of how many music counters he can get. If you use him with Heptagon's Hail, he gets a crap ton of music counters, because Heptagon's Hail puts a music counter on every single one of your opponent's creatures, so then he gets 6 right away, if I remember right, yeah. Iparu, God, I wish I could have his metallic version. His original version's kind of not too great, but the metallic version's pretty cool from what I've heard. Then we got Raimusa. This card is obnoxiously hard to get if you can get him. I ended up settling for a pretty damaged one. I got it for really cheap because of that. It's really hard to tell on the sleeve and everything, but he is quite heavily damaged on the top, but he's still a really cool card to have. A shame we never got his retrain, because his retrain's art looks beautiful. And then we got good old Bodal, Flame Drill Researcher. Part of that oh-so-wonderful Droskin combo. Trying not to get the glare from my light too bad. Then we got Vlar. Love his effect. There's several different ways you can kind of mess around with that, stealing your opponent's battle gear and using effective battle gear that will, like, destroy itself or contribute itself. And then we got Gronmore and Tang of Toborn, 2 of my favorites for Elementalist decks, just because fire, earth, and water, and they have really good stats and energy. Not to mention Gronmore has fire 5 and support all disciplines 5. Wonderful card overall. Same thing with Tangif. Not so much on this Tangif. The original Tangif would have been a really good card for Dawn of Param if it wasn't for this right here. That garbage energy. Like, seriously, I don't know what TCG Digital were thinking with that in playtesting, because, like, oh yeah, he can heal himself by 10 damage, but 25 health, he's going to get one shot very easily. Heck, I could even see him getting one shot very easily in on a Param format, but I digress. Realm Watermaster is pretty cool. I love his both of his effects, honestly, they're both pretty good. The Merlin one is a lot better with giving all your Merlions Water 5. And that's one of the reasons why he's like one of the few Brainwash creatures that have a good Brainwash effect, at least in my opinion. I don't think there's very many good ones with good Brainwash effects. Then we got Okalex. Just reminds me of a furry forearms. Then we got one of the best waifus, Vernra. I can't decide if I like her or Nivena more. Saying though. Love this little action shot of Maxor and her. Nadrin Younger, I would say that this is probably one of the worser versions of him, tied with like the original, but that's just my opinion. Crossectus is a pretty good beat stick. That's about all I can really say about him, with Earth 5 and pretty decent stats all around. A bit outclassed by modern standards, though. Hyun Paltenen, I have a crap ton of her, and I never understood why she was unique until she basically prevented me from killing a Maxor super hard on an online match. Then we got the original Interest. Honestly, not bad by Dawn of Param standards, but definitely not anything great by modern standards. Beautiful artwork, though. And then we got Karaba, another card I have way too many of and I just don't like him. The original Llama, I wish I could have Desert Wanderer, but oh well. I'll take the original. She's got Defender and Water 5. And the first attack against her does 10 less damage, which can save her from getting killed. Vidav is pretty cool. Not very good, but cool. Frafto the Hero, a card that changed the game in terms of 1v1, because everybody was playing him. Oh my god, if you were playing 1v1 after Frafto came out, everybody was playing Frafto. And if you weren't playing Frafto, you were crazy, or you had Kaor and you were fine. And then Gitanai came out, and it was basically Frafto and Gitanai in 1v1, and that was it. That was all you'd ever face against, Frafto or Gitanai. It was really annoying. Then we got Ois, he's kind of cool. Bluegun is especially cool, and I swear that looks like it's a Frozen or a Spirit Lander in the background. I will cover both of those in a future video eventually, hopefully. What's a Frozen? What's a Spirit Lander? Come back and find out in like 2 weeks when I'm actually able to make videos. On to my Underworld section, which is probably a bit beefier in terms of overall value, at least on the first lane. We got Kaor the Fierce, my original Kaor, who I was actually able to pull out of a Dawn of Param structure deck, the Overworld one, funnily enough, and good lord, he was like my only Ultra for so long as a kid, at least my only good Ultra, because I did pull Iparu Jungle, and when I did also pull Heptad, I ended up trading him. Actually, no, I got scammed out of him, which that's a fun story I think I've told before. Kaordo, he absolutely was just decimating people on my team back in the day. Then we got good old Takinan, the Shadow Knight. Beautiful all art of her. I love this all art. I can't stand her original art from, I think it was Merlin Invasion Pack 1, I can't remember. But oh my god, her all art, I love it. I love it how she actually looks like a knight now. I really don't understand why they redesigned her so heavily with her regular artwork. Then we got Hammerdoom Chant Caller. Honestly, not half bad of a card overall, but it's just, again, outclassed by others. Duratax looks cool. Cyronox is one of my favorite cards purely for his flavor text. Born of Darkness, Raised in Gloom, Wielder of Sardo, Bringer of Doom. Ah, so edgy, I love it. Then we got another waifu, Nivena. Good old Bear of Beyond, Uxum. By the way, Nivena isn't just good for being waifu, but also for being one of the few Underworld Musicians with freaking 3. Then we got good old Magmon, Retaliator. Probably, like, unless, like, you're going for the Magmon, like, buff build with, like, the other version of him, I think Engulfed is what he's called, that like gives everybody Fire 5 and Recklessness 5. Unless you're going for that, Retaliator is not actually half bad for just being a beater. Ultrador is kind of cool looking, just kind of sucks that he's not very good. Tomagor is cool. Bear of Beyond, I really wish he had a retrain because he's kind of not very good. Omar, did he get a retrain? I can't remember. Skippy, another waifu. Saw the art of this version. Well, there was an uncensored, and then this is the censored version. Because, of course, 4Kids wouldn't let certain spicy stuff get away. But they still managed to get this to be kind of spicy. If you ever get a chance, I seriously recommend to look up the uncensored art on DeviantArt. Oh, God. Then we got Elks. And she's not the only censored card, too. Maybe one of these days I'll do a video covering censored cards. Ilks fell for... I remember reading his flavor text and being like, whoa, what's the Doors of the Deep Mines? Huh. And then my favorite tribe was behind it. Zealed, I wish he could be used as battle gear like in the TV show. Because he would have been so much better. He's just kind of okay as a card, but like again, like with most Dawn of Param cards, he gets severely outclassed by others. Agitos, the Eloquent Motivator. God, I cannot speak today. Pretty decent card for certain decks. Fun to like really mess around and put your opponent in a position where they have to attack, like your Lord Von Bloot or something. Then we got Nothlax Tainted. I remember running into this card a lot as a kid online, and honestly, he's not half bad. He gets more elements whenever he deals certain amount of damage. Yeah. Whenever he wins a power challenge, he gets an elemental type of your choice, and then he exhausts all disciplines 5, which isn't too bad. But however, honestly, it's not half bad. Pardon me. And then we got the original Takinam, who will forever annoy me. Fireball. Fire in the TV show. Where's her fire? That annoys me so much. She would have been such a great card for DOP if it wasn't for that. Then we got my real pride and joy of my whole collection and my favorite card in the game. At least in terms of just card-wise. Obviously, I like other characters a bit more and everything, and other characters and creatures will always have a special place in my heart. But Prince Medinu, Champion of the Guard, is without a doubt my favorite card. He's also my most expensive card. I've been offered exuberant prices for him, and I can't, unless, like, I get really desperate for money, which I might, I can't get rid of him. He's my baby. That's kind of weird saying about a giant grown lizard man who could probably kill me by just looking at me, but I digress. Moving on, we got Core. Fun fact, actually, Blaziken, Core, good old Kilron. Going into my common and rare binder, which I might do another day. I don't want to sit through here. I'll be here for 2 hours just doing this one video. I have all War Beasts except Gintanai, and it's driving me nuts. Speaking of, this is my favorite Blaziken. Just always will be. Air 5, Earth 5, still a really good card, has really high courage and speed. I've been told his max courage and speed is actually like the highest of any creature other than Ayin in terms of natural stats. And then of course that 75 energy. This max stat one was actually sent to me by Stephen Norville like forever ago, if I remember right. Thank you so much, dude. And then I got Kilron, Warbeast of the Duststorm, another one of my favorites. He's basically Blaziken 2.0, but he's weaker. But however, he does also have a better effect, like overall. Like he has an actual effect other than just doing more damage. Then we got Como and I skipped over Ipaluo. Just kind of a forgettable promo. He looks cool and has a cool action shot, but that's about it. Como being the best creature with Disarm is kind of sad, but he's really good. Good stats, good energy, like really good energy for a super rare that's easy to pull out of Silent Sands. Like, if there's ever a reason to go and buy Silent Sands, it's him and Blaziken and Henry Hep. But there's a reason I don't buy Silent Sands anymore, despite it being my favorite set. Then we got Bidois, prime example for why we needed a side deck in Chaotic. Oh, jeez. The original Prince Medino, I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of the original Prince Medino. His art just doesn't look particularly good. He looks glorious in his Champion of the Guard art. But then he looks like a derp in his original art. I just don't like it. Rasmadurini's pretty cool. I love it how he's like jumping into the jaws of Blazitan or something. He has a really good non-brainwash effect, and then his brainwash effects is kind of not particularly great. Another prime example of why we needed a freaking side deck. And then we got Ribian, the second best dude with invisibility disarm, Air 5, and also pretty good recklessness punishing effect. What kills him is his bad stats and his subpar energy. Like, if he had, like, even, like, 10 to 20 more energy, he'd be so much better. Like, he'd honestly rival Como for being the best guy with disarm, because having Air 5 for extra damage is just wonderful. Then we got... I hate this card. I hate this card. I hate this card. I hate this card. This is the reason I don't buy Silent Sands anymore. Lavarse is the single worst super rare creature in the game. Hands down. Nobody will convince me otherwise. I hate him. I hate him. He is garbage. There is no reason to play him. He has the worst stats that a creature can possibly have in a game. He has the lowest energy that a creature can possibly have in a game. Seriously. And then... every time I buy Silent Sands, I pull him. These aren't all my Vivars. I have more in a box. I have more of these in a box somewhere. Look at this garbage. 10 energy. Oh, well, actually, this guy would have been, like, close to a max stat. If it wasn't for the 10 energy. And then, let's see here. This one has 15 energy. But yeah, okay, better stats. But then you got this guy with, I think his max energy, and then the worst stats ever. Actually, not even the worst. He can get worse than that, which is pathetic. Pathetic. I hate this card. I hate it. It makes me not want to buy Silent Sands at all. Taffyol, Gothica Hunter, really cool card. I can't decide if I like him or the original Taffyol a bit more. I think the original Taffyol is actually a bit better, if I remember right. But this one has more of a excavation kind of thing going on, which is pretty cool. Then we got Eterio. He's kind of cool. He's basically a walking drill skin, but with Mepenians not having many revival effects, he's not really worth it. Malif is really good for strike decks. Epitrine has a really interesting brainwash effect, basically making it to where your chieftains don't take the damage from Mujic, and he does instead, which is pretty cool. I just wish he had water. And he's got good stats too, so he can take a good few hits. Setmech's kind of cool, has an interesting effect. I hate Gnarlus, he's just kind of okay. Then we got the Danians, my least favorite tribe. Alexia's cool. Philandar is kind of cool too. I actually picked him up solely so I had a decent Danian for whenever I do Danian deck profiles eventually again. Necrabe, I've been told, is one of the worst ultras in the game. I don't really see it, but I also kind of do. I don't really get it, but let's see here. Has infect target creature, and then if a creature would be returned to play from a discard pile or remove it from the game instead, when a creature is removed from this way, Necrabe gains 2. Ah, okay, I get it. So the reason why he's so garbo is because Danians like to revive quite a bit. So yeah, you want to be able to do that. Sure, he gets 2 Mujic counters, but Danian Mujic's also not too great either. So I don't know. Catharaz, really cool card. I just wish mine was in better condition. He's in kind of bad condition. Capolor's an okay promo. Riggins is kind of cool looking. Nunquor assimilated. I love it. I love his design. He looks so cool. Really only usable in certain builds of Danians too. Hammerdoon Chantcaller assimilated. One of my more favorite Danians, just purely because he's able to do so much damage. But I digress. Same thing with Como assimilated. He's actually like one of my personal favorite Danians to play. Having invisibility surprise. And then also being able to move into any open space in the battle board, so you can jump your opponent, basically, and go straight for their muges, which is great. And then over here we got Vernra. I have way too many of. He's another one that I have tossed into a box because I have so many. Draz, Critolin, Myrant, Velik, Vanfair. Mivendol is another guy with an interesting brainwash effect. You can sacrifice him, target a chieftain, return it to the play in your board with no magic counters. And then you can do the same thing with Mandiblores, which is interesting if he's not brainwashed. I don't know if that's actually any good for him, but however, he's definitely got a really good brainwash effect. And then Orobon, which is pretty cool. I love his artwork. It's just him getting wrecked. Unless this is Orobon, but I'm pretty sure that's him. I don't know which. I really don't. Okay. Then we got my favorite Merlin, good old Ein. Wonderful card. Boam, I love his artwork. He's so cool looking. He's got a great flavor text too. Cerulean, the Song Thief, wonderful card as well. Really good effect. I found my kin, Isaiah Inquisitor. Yeah, from what I've been told, the Isaiah were basically the KGB of the Merlians, which is really interesting. First, I've also heard they were one of the two parts of the Civil War going on after Ein was beaten, but I'm not sure, so it'll be interesting to see where they go with that. Raftab is probably like close second for my favorite, because I remember wanting this card so much as a kid. Heck, I even named my RuneScape character after him, so if you ever like want to play with me in RuneScape, it's Raftab. I don't play RuneScape that much right now because I just don't have the time, but maybe once I get more time later on, I'll be playing more. Benabaku, one of my favorite names to say because it's just so cool. That and Odu Bathax. Like, I don't know why, but those names are just so cool. Benabaku and Odu Bathax. Such cool names. Nunkwern, Raftab, Mine Scryer, there we go. Flagomp, really good for certain builds of Merlians. Million, Foothold Commander, Ritzer my first super rare Merlian, and actually my first Merlian as a kid. This is my original still. Love him. He was in so many decks, and he helped me win so many games, thanks to his honestly pretty good effect of boosting up my lowest discipline by 50, which is great. Avalpar is cool looking. Vigspin, love his artwork. He's basically a discount Song Thief, so if you're not able to afford Cerulean, Vigspin's a good replacement for him. Kind of. And then, let's see here. And then we got the generics. My last remaining Ursus, who is in garbage condition. My last remaining Chromax, who is also in garbage condition. Once I get money again, I'm planning on picking up a couple more copies that are in better condition. Smilden, I got 2 copies of him, and then Proboscar. I love all these guys so much. I love Ursus especially. He's my favorite of these generics, and honestly, I'd put him in like my top 3 favorite cards. Like, in all honesty, he'd be like 2 or 3. It's really hard to pick. Him, Ein, and Prince Medina, Champion of the Guard. Then onto my attack collection, I have a Ripple Mega Roar, which is pretty cool. Suddenly people seem to care about Ripple foils or not, and that's just kind of interesting. Armageddon, Heptagon Hail, the crappy premium pack, Unified Tribe Charge, Apocalypse, Frightening Muck, Ember Whip, a Ripple Foil Ferocity. I also have a regular Ferocity, but oh well. Super Cold Rain, one of the best attacks in the game. So much so it's been banned, if I remember right. Mindful Finish, Slash Claw, and Cyclone Slam. My dream team for my War Beast decks. Poison Panic, Elemental Oxidation, Blaze Barrage, Infight, my first super rare from like my first pack. It's a garbage attack. 4-drop for 20 damage, but it's also really only good for like Danian decks. Just doesn't do enough. Magician Steel, Winter Claw. My legs are going into pins and needles mode for sitting like this. Rancorous Projection, Before the Storm, Coral Balls. Fun fact, If you ever wanted any of the cards with balls in the name, you had to like go out of your way to get around the censors on the forums. It was ridiculous and led to lots of jokes. Purifying Mud, Electric Rain, Magma Hack, Minor Roar, Ultimate War Stance. Love this artwork with Iflar in it. Still trying to get myself an Iflar. Honestly, once I get expendable money again, I'm planning on just buying a crap ton of Turn of the Tide and doing a big opening. I might do that for my graduation video. I'm thinking about doing a big celebration for my graduation in May from college and everything. We'll see. We'll see. Depends on how I did just get I did just get approved for PayPal credit. That's a thought. That's a thought. Discipline Destruction. Mandibular Might. Twister of Elements. Morph Wrath. Love the artworks on all these cards. Especially Mandibular Might. It just looks like he's getting ready to do a Kamikameha. And we got my Pride and Joy with my Battle Gear section, which I also just sold. Zerium Armor. This card is one of the best Battle Gears ever made. I would say it's like, and also on top of that, it's one of the rarest. So, yeah. Basically, make it to where any damage your creature would take that's above 20 become 20. So, yeah, your creature's suddenly able to actually survive a couple hits, which was getting to be a problem in the late game. The Doom Hammer, not to be confused with the Doom Fist. Doom Hammer did it first, though. Coverall Shard of Tidal Crest. I only like super higher Coverall Shard, and it's a really cool one. Not particularly great, but it's not half bad either. Water 5, and hey, if your creature gains 40 energy if there's 8 or more music counters among creatures you control, which is really ridiculous. Oh god, I loved sticking this thing on Barakaton back when I had one. Speaking of, I need to pick up a new one because I miss having him. He's my favorite Coverall. Then we got Boldle's Elemental Converter. I thought for the longest time this was an online only card, and then one popped up online, and I thought it was a freaking fake, but I bought it anyways, and no, it's real. Armor of Earth and Might. Looks like a magic card, honestly, in my opinion. Gigantroper. Always stick this on your Vivarf if you ever play him for some ungodly reason. Brain Amplifier. Wingfin. Scopalon. I've been told that people consider this to be one of the worst Battle Gear ever made. I can kind of see why. Riverland Star, Mepedian Cactus, Chalor, War Beast Power Leash, the Mepedian Fulgurite. I really want to find a way to break this card. Only way I've been able to find was with Barakaton, but there's not many good Brainwash creatures or Merlians with air, so yeah. Basically, your creatures with air gain air 10, which is really ridiculous. Oh, I do have another Coverall Shard. That's above, that's a super above. Coverall Shard of Solitude. While equipped Coverall is engaged, unengaged creatures cannot play music or activated abilities. It basically turns your dude into Zemuel, which is pretty nasty. Then we got the Gig of Tar, Von Blut's Sickle, Phobia Plates, Skarnock, and oh my god, I hate this card so much. Skarnock, or sorry, Sharnock, I've pulled way too many of from Forged Unity. It's like one of the most common supers to pull. It along with, oh god, what was it? There's one other that I pull. Oh yeah, Gig of Tar. Those two. I pull every time I at least get one, sometimes two, or one of both, and it's so annoying. Coldstone's pretty good. Danian Carapace is one of my favorite Battle Gear because it's just so trolly. Oh, my creature died. Okay, it destroys your Battle Gear and attaches to it. Oh, your creature died. It destroys my Battle Gear and attaches to it. Oh, God, it also infects creatures, but that's irrelevant. It's the destroy your Battle Gear and give you something useless aspect of it that I love. On to the music. Got a Ripple Foil Song Revival Underworld. Got a crappy premium pack, Refrain of Denial, Fighter's Fanfare, Calling of Ayn, Floatomorphous Fanfare, Sound of Noise, Forgotten Origins, and honestly pretty annoying music. Choral of the Apparition, Symphonic Pelagic Marsong basically turns Yeah, basically prevents neither one of you from being able to play anything for the rest of the turn, except for attacks. Ostinato of Obermir, one of my favorite artworks. It just looks so cool. The name is cool too. Ostinato of Obermir. Love it. Sorry, Emery. Emery? God, that doesn't sound as cool now. I'm going to call it Obermir still. Sounds better. Elemental Energy. Elegy. Can't speak. Choral of the Apparition. I feel like I already said that. Oh, yeah, I have it in 2 spots for some reason. Oped Opposed. Song of the Mandiblore. Hymn of Teleportation. I pull a lot of these out of Silent Sands too, annoyingly. Song of Stable Shields, and March of the Merlin Minions, which, again, just has a cool name to it. Then onward over here, we got the locations, good old Glacier Plains, Merlin Heat Cannon, the only alternate win condition in the game, although I guess you could count flipping over Iron, but not really. Stronghold Morn, pretty interesting card, makes all creatures gain all elements, that can be some fun. Aparu Jungle, I have 2 Ripple Foil Stone Pillars that I pulled as a kid. Silchaw's Mine, Lake Blakir. I love and hate this card. On one hand, I kind of want to play it in Merlin decks just to be able to buff Ein a bit more because he does kind of suck before he gets flipped over. But on the other hand, it also really hurts my Merlions if I play it. So, I don't know. Nadrin's Castle. Gambrior's Hut. And then Draconis Threshold, Foothold of Sultrance, Sifinger's Shelf. It's cards like these that make me really wish that like we could explore, or at least have seen more of the Merlin, like Deep Ocean is what it's called if I remember right. The Deep Mines, the Deep Ocean and the Deep Mines. I really wish we could have seen more of it because it's so Lovecraftian and I love every minute of it. Glacier Plains, Merlin Melting Camp. I pull a lot of these too out of Forged Unity. It sucks. It's not really that good. Mepedum Lounge. Prexor Chasm, the regular. Prexor Chasm with the Blight is an Ultra, if I remember right. Then we got Dragon's Threshold, Portal to the Past. Golden Heptagon, and Illusionary Lake. Prototype Demolition Field is another super I pull a crap ton of. Magma Dam is really cool. Open Doors of the Deep Mines, I love it. Love the art, I love the flavor text, I love the effect. It's just a so cool card. Rapostok Condensation Ceremony. I actually have a really interesting theory about Rapostok that I plan on making a video of. Eventually, that's my goal at least. Rock River Canyon, another pretty good card. And the Darkened Dunes, which just is so cool. It's another, like, am I the only one who really wishes they could visit Param? Like, there's just so many beautiful locations that just look so cool. And I wish there was, like, just, like, Minecraft in Param or something where, like, you could just explore and adventure around and maybe talk to creatures and not get killed. Or, hey, maybe do some fights. So, beyond this, I have other stuff, too. I have my Digimon deck that I did an opening of, like, forever ago. I actually still use the Galantmon as a token. Oh, God, this is sad. This is very sad. Kaijudo. The attempt to bring back Duel Masters in America. And the rest of the world, I believe. This is the reason why I don't want Wizards of the Coast to have anything to do with Chaotic. Please, for the love of God, Ganon, if you're watching this, do not let Wizards of the Coast touch Chaotic. They will kill it. They're killing Magic. They killed Kaijudo. They're gonna kill Chaotic if you guys let them touch it. God. And then we got this, oh, God, I want to play Force of Will again. I really do. I got into it thanks to Cthulhu cards. I still have my Cthulhu deck all sleeved up from back in the day. I doubt it's legal anymore. Actually, no, I know for a fact it's not. But, God, this art is just so beautiful. I love Force of Will. I want to play it again, but it's dead in my area completely and totally dead. I'm half tempted to buy those oh so wonderful God, what's her name? The cat from Alice in Wonderland that I can't remember the name of. The very, very certain version that people know of if you've ever played Force of Will. The rest of the freaking Digimon cards and my beloved Bullshock Dragon. At least they kept him relatively the same in Kaijudo. I just wish I had an original Bullshock Dragon from good old Duel Masters. Some random Pokemon cards. These were a gift from a friend I like. Oh yeah, so was Rayquaza. Some leftovers from back when I tried playing Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon's not for me. The rest of the Digimon deck. Some old Duel Master cards from when I was a kid. I don't know why I'm showing you guys. I doubt you care about these, but oh well. Most of these I pulled from freaking McDonald's packs. And then, they're not in here anymore because I ran out of space. But I also have a bunch of My Hero Academia card game because everything has to have a card game now. Cards that Norval Stevens sent me like forever ago. They're in a different binder though. And that's everything. That's my chaotic collection and then some. What do you guys think? I do have 2 other binders full of my rares and good commons that I want to keep track of. I know this video is probably super long already, but if you guys want to see those, let me know in the comments, and I'll show those off too in another video. Excuse me. Wow. I'm going to go ahead and just keep that in because I am very, very tired. But anyway, so yeah, if you guys want to see that, let me know. Thank y'all for watching. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. Please subscribe. We are getting very close to 1,000. I mean, I know we're closer to 800, but if I tell myself I'm close to 1,000, it feels better. So I'm close to 1,000. Let's hit 1,000. That'd be wonderful. So yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank y'all for watching. Have a great day. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. And see y'all in the next video. When that will be, I don't know exactly when, but I'm going to try and get another one out sometime soon. I want to keep the hype train going for Chaotic. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. Peace out. Thank y'all for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please consider rating, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. It all goes a long way to helping out me and my channel. And also, if you do, please consider following me on social media, as well as also checking out my other channels. Thank y'all for watching. Have a great day. Peace out.